I have been closer to you than your own breath. You measured your days by what you could see, but I measured your days by what I was building in you when no one could see. While you thought the room was empty, I stood in the doorway, guarding you from the arrows that never reached your heart. While your nights were long and your prayers felt like they vanished into the ceiling, I gathered every syllable as a seed, and I planted them where roots could form, deeper than your fear, deeper than your doubt, deeper than the story you told yourself about being left behind. You are not behind. You are becoming. I saw you hold the line when quitting looked easier. I saw you choose honesty when shortcuts smiled at you. I saw you keep a soft heart when harsh voices tried to harden it. I noted the battles no one praised you for, and the burdens you carried without applause. Heaven does not miss the quiet weight of faithfulness. I do not overlook what the world refuses to celebrate. What they call ordinary, I call holy. What they call small, I call seed. Now listen carefully. Delays did not mean denial. The closed doors were training grounds, not tombstones. If I had opened what you begged me to open on the day you asked, the blessing would have been bigger than your capacity, and it would have crushed what I wanted to crown. Preparation is not punishment. It is protection. I hid you for a time, so that I could heal you for a lifetime. I narrowed your circle so I could widen your influence without losing your soul. I slowed your pace so I could strengthen your steps. I taught you to recognize my whisper before I trusted you with my wind. And I am telling you now, the appointed season has arrived. Be alert. Lift your eyes from the ground of disappointment and fix them on the horizon of expectancy. There is movement around you that you cannot measure by calendars or clocks. The right people are being drawn to your name as if by a magnet they cannot explain. The right doors are beginning to unfasten from the inside. What seemed random will reveal itself as orchestrated, and what felt wasted will return as wisdom that fits you like a key. Do not call it coincidence when favor finds you. Call it remembrance, your permission, not people. Step with humility, speak with clarity, give with generosity, and watch as I multiply what you place in my hands. And hear me, I am redeeming the narrative of your wounds. The nights that tried to bury you will become the soil of your testimony. The shame that shadowed you will become a mantle of authority. I am not wasting any of it, not the lonely seasons, not the hidden work, not the closed-mouth battles. I am weaving it into a story that will lift others while it lifts you. Your scars will not disqualify you. They will authenticate you. Your weakness will not embarrass you. It will announce my strength. Today, let go of the script that says nothing changes. Everything is changing. Laughter is returning where you learned to live with sighs. Courage is returning where you learned to live with caution. Songs are returning where you learned to live with silence. I am not coaching you to survive. I am commissioning you to thrive. You will walk into rooms you once watched from a distance. You will carry solutions you once begged to borrow. You will stand steady where your knees used to shake. This is your word. Rise, not by hype, but by hope. Not by pride, but by promise. Not by striving, but by spirit. Open your hands. Loosen your jaw. Unhunch your shoulders. The weight you normalized is not your assignment. Give me the heavy and take my easy. Give me the frantic and take my peace. I am writing new across chapters you assumed were closed. I am placing your name on invitations you never thought would find you. I am making your next steps clear enough to take and bold enough to change everything. And when it begins, as it begins, do not shrink to make others comfortable. Wear what I give you. Carry what I entrust to you. Remember who brought you here. Then walk like you belong. Because with me, you do. The storms did not cancel your future. They clarified it. The waiting did not weaken your destiny. It welded it. I have watched you through every wave, from someday to now. But hear me clearly. Opportunity requires occupancy. It is not enough to see the door. You must walk through it. Do not bury yourself under the old voices of unworthiness. You are not the sum of your missteps. Grace has rewritten your math. Mercy has reissued your passport. Wisdom has grown where naivete once lived. You can carry what I am handing you, because I matured your capacity in secret. You are ready, not perfect, but prepared, not flawless, but faithful, not fearless, but led. Guard your atmosphere. The next level is not kinder to compromise. What you tolerate will teach your future how to treat you. Keep your words clean, your motives clear, your boundaries healthy, your gratitude loud. I will send you allies, builders, not breakers, stretchers, not stressors, midwives, not critics. Recognize them by the peace they carry and the fruit they bear. Welcome them quickly, and for those who cannot go, release them kindly. Love does not require you to chain yourself to what refuses to grow. I am restoring what disappointment told you to stop expecting. Dreams you filed away under unrealistic will knock again, older and wiser, but still very alive. You will feel creativity move like a river through places that felt like desert. You will sense courage return, not as a shout, but as a settled sentence inside you. I can do this with God. That is not bravado. That is alignment. Heaven's strength braided into humble hands. You asked me for just enough. I am teaching you more than enough. Not for extravagance, but for assignment. Overflow is not to pad your ego. It is to fund your calling. I will provide resource with reason, favor with function, influence with integrity. When the numbers do not add up on paper, and yet the provision appears on time, call it what it is. Divine math. When your name enters rooms you did not enter physically, call it what it is. Divine advocacy. When outcomes bend toward your obedience, call it what it is. My hand, not your hustle. Do not fear the speed. Acceleration does not equal into mornings of laughter that refuses to be contained. I will turn public doubt into public demonstration, not to shame those who doubted you, but to show them who I am. Your story will become an altar where other wanderers learn to believe again. So step when it is still early and the light is thin. Step when you are the first to arrive and the room is quiet. Step when your knees remember what trembling felt like. Step anyway. Miracles meet movement. I will do what you cannot do, but I will not do what you refuse to do. Walk. I will widen. Ask. I will answer. Build. I will bless. Plant. I will reign. Love. I will heal. And as you go, carry joy like a banner, not a bonus. Joy is not a reaction. It is a revelation that I am here, that I am good, that I am enough. Let gratitude be the way you measure the day. Let wonder be the way you read the world. Let worship be the way you win battles that cannot be won by strategy alone. This is how you do not miss the opening. You keep your eyes on me, your heart uncluttered, your hands open, and your feet ready. I am not merely pulling you out, I am sending you in. Survival taught you to breathe again, but assignment will teach you to build. You survived the storm, now steward the shore. The peace I give you is not passive, it is power, under control, composure that confuses chaos. You will carry this atmosphere into rooms where anxiety used to lead. Your calm will become a key that unlocks what panic kept locked. Your clarity will become a compass for people lost in the fog. I have written restoration into your story in ink that cannot smear. I am reversing verdicts that never fit you. I am removing labels that never named you. I am breaking cycles that never belonged to you. You will not repeat what you were rescued from. You will not normalize what I nailed to the resentment. Bless without bargaining. When you stop clutching what's fading, your hands are free to catch what is forming. And what is forming is weighty, generational impact, legacy-level goodness, fruit that remains when the spotlight moves on. Lift your expectations. I am answering prayers you forgot you prayed. I am resurrecting dreams you pronounced dead and buried with a eulogy of maybe it wasn't meant to be. I am showing you that my wait was never no, it was not yet because bigger. Watch the threads converge, health strengthening while doors open, finances aligning while friendships heal, wisdom rising while influence expands. I do holistic miracles. I restore the whole person, the whole story. When critics gather, and they will, wear grace like armor. You do not need to win arguments when I am winning outcomes. Live so fruitfully that conclusions rewrite themselves in front of watching eyes. Remember, vindication is mine. Your job is obedience. Your witness is joy. Your weapon is truth spoken in love. Your pace is peace. Your song is gratitude. Your signature is faith that acts like it actually believes. And to the voice of your past that still tries to rehearse your failures, here is my answer. Mercy has the final word. Not shame, not regret, not the memory that only remembers the worst parts. I am not grading you against yesterday's you. I am growing you into tomorrow's you. The wounds that once made you hide will become windows through which light pours for someone else. The compassion I forged in your dark will make you a harbor for the hurting. You will not waste your pain. You will invest it. Now, step into the rooms I open and do what you were made to do. Create, build, serve, speak, reconcile, mentor, heal, innovate, lead. Let excellence be your worship and kindness be your brand. Sign your work with my character, truth and tenderness, courage and patience, holiness and hope. Refuse cynicism. It cannot build what it only knows. Who I put in your path. Become who I always knew you were. Not a survivor clinging to a shoreline, but a son, a daughter, carrying the tide of my goodness into every room you enter. And when they ask how it happened, tell the truth. God said, and I believed. Then I moved, and He made a way. Amen.